Welcome. There's a Word for That by Sloane Tanen. Introducing the Kesslers, Marty, a retired LA film producer whose self-worth has been eroded by age and a late-in-life passion for opioids. His daughter Janine, former child star suffering the after-effects of a life in the public eye, and granddaughter Hailey, the less-than-twin sister, whose inferiority complex takes a most unexpected turn. Nearly 6,000 miles away, in London, celebrated author Bunny Small, Marty's long-forgotten first wife, has her own problems: a preposterous case of writer's block, a monstrous drinking habit, and a son who has fled halfway round the world to escape her. When Marty's pill-popping gets out of hand and Bunny's boozing reaches crisis proportions, a perfect storm of dysfunction brings them all together at Directions, Malibu's most exclusive and absurd rehab center. But for all their failings, the members of this estranged and strange family love each other. Rich with warmth, humor, and deep insight, There's a Word for That is a comic ode to surviving the people closest to us, navigating the perils of success, and taking one last look in the rearview mirror before mapping out the road ahead. Review. Engrossing, hilarious, and tender, this novel tells the story of how a family breaks apart and comes together despite years of mistakes and mishaps. I couldn't put it down. Gretchen Rubin, #1 New York Times best-selling author of The Happiness Project. Hilarious and touching. Wendy Goodman, New York Magazine. Readers who miss The Middlesteins by Jamie Eikenberg and The Lamberts from Jonathan Franzen's The Corrections will welcome the Kesslers. With equal parts humor and empathy, There's a Word for That employs multiple narrators and a skillfully drawn cross-generational family to examine how relatives impact one another. Tracy Babius's book list. Often uproariously funny, Tanen's skill is that you don't laugh at the characters. They know how messed up they are. All you, and they, can do is laugh at the straits they find themselves in and soldier on. Arlene Mechanic, book page. A big juicy beach read full of family dysfunction and Southern California sunshine. There's a Word for That joyously knits together the most frayed characters into a story you won't want to put down, even after the last page. Sloane Tanen is a witty, wonderful writer who really knows how to twist a plot as she redefines what it means to have a happy ending. Amy Seib, author of A Fireproof Home for the Bride. Full of intelligence and charm. Though Danton's delightful sense of humor infuses the plot and dialogue with sparkle. Along with the farcical situations come moments of real emotion and insight. As the characters weather tough times and deal with hurts old and new, love and humor light the way. Kirkus Reviews, starred review. Tanen's memorable wry humor and sharp dialogue will leave readers fully invested in the rebuilding of relationships despite years of distance, trauma, and pain. Tanen's refreshing tale of a non-traditional family legacy will appeal to fans of tightly plotted dramas in the vein of Maggie Shipstead's work. Publishers Weekly. A joy. This is the novel for anyone who has ever had family. Oh, wait. That means everyone. Sloane Tanen deliciously skewers us all while she romps through the connections we make and trample in our attempt to stay related to one another. Hilarious, wondrous, and fun. Marion Roach Smith, author of The Memoir Project. A high-stakes, hilarious novel that shows us how, with time, even the most intractable relationships can soften and surprise us. Sloane Tanen has a sharp eye for irony and wields an even sharper pen. I laughed loudly, and often. Lucy Tan, author of What We Were Promised. That rare mix of funny and gutting, a page-turner coupled with deep emotional resonance. The characters are so richly drawn and their journeys so absorbing that by the end of the book, It felt a real loss to let them go. A funny, moving gem of a novel. Melanie Abrams, author of Playing. About the author. Sloane Tanen is the author of 9 illustrated and YA books, including the bestseller Bitter with Baggage Seeks Same, The Life and Time of Some Chickens and Hatched, The Big Push from Pregnancy to Motherhood. This is her first adult novel. Tanen graduated from Sarah Lawrence College and holds master's degrees from both NYU and Columbia University. She lives in the Bay Area with her husband, the writer Gary Torbs, and their 2 sons. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.